Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to Mr. Price for his stewardship of this legislation and my other co-sponsor, Ms. Martinez. I want, though, to thank those who are here today. Thank you to anyone who has cleaned a bathroom or made a bed or carried someone's luggage or fixed an air conditioner or checked in a guest at a hotel and helped put the best face on Los Angeles to those who are visiting here. Thank you.
In the interest of time, please, no applause.
And I want to thank those who stand with those workers today and have helped push this legislation from the grassroots up through the legislative process. You've moved justice forward in Los Angeles, and you've actually helped spark our next conversation about a citywide minimum wage, so thank you for that. Colleagues, this is the right thing to do. This is part of a long and proud tradition in Los Angeles of taking progressive measures to boost our economy by bringing people up from poverty. The city of Los Angeles created the first living wage ordinance for its contractors back in the 1990s. We created a living wage ordinance, a higher one for those who do business at LAX. We created a living wage for the hotels along Century Boulevard, and now we move forward and we do this, God willing, today. Anticipating some of what you will hear, colleagues, in the public hearing, you will hear that if we do this, the sky will fall, and you will hear that doing this is unfair. You will hear, to contradict the sky will fall promises, from Santa Monica Mayor Pam O'Connor, where they have effectively put a living wage policy in effect for all of their hotels. Yesterday, the committee heard from Suja Lowenthal from Long Beach, where voters approved a citywide hotel minimum wage or living wage. She said yesterday, "We were warned that hotels would be forced to pass costs on to guests and that would hurt tourism. We also heard that hotels would be forced to close their doors and leave our city." She further said, "Despite all the fears, I'm here to tell you that our hotels and tourist attractions have continued to thrive and people are still visiting Long Beach. Additionally, our living wage has brought thousands of dollars back into the local economy." Our history has also shown us, through all our living wages, that all the naysaying, all the sky will falling predictions did not come true. Did not come true. Raises were waged, and the sky did not fall. We're also going to hear that it is unfair to target the hotel industry. I'd submit, first of all, that a greater unfairness is that there are people who work full-time for wages that do not bring them above the poverty line. That is an unfairness and an injustice that dwarfs all others. But when we talk, I've heard from so many here in this building, in this crowd, who've said it's unfair to target the hotel industry. It's unfair to target a single industry. Mr. Price talked about all the ways in which we target the hotel industry for incentives, the way we target them for subsidies, the way we target them to keep part of their transit occupancy tax. We also have no problem targeting auto dealerships when we created incentives to bring that industry here into Los Angeles. We presumably have no problem, and I'm glad for it because it's a measure I've pushed along with Mr. Blumenfield, to create an incentive for internet-based businesses. We have had no problem creating special statewide legislation just to approve a downtown football arena. We target all the time. We incentivize all the time. And I dare say, I think it was a unanimous vote around this horseshoe, and I think many of the people who will come up and object to targeting were very strong and vigorous supporters of targeted incentives to help the film industry. If we can do targeted incentives to help businesses, we can do targeted incentives and legislation to help those who are working and living in poverty. It's time to lift the floor in Los Angeles. It's time to bring economic justice to Los Angeles. It's time to raise LA. Si se puede.
Please. Close your roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes, 3 noes.
That passes.